Alright, boom. What's the motive? I got some special guests with me today, yeah? Quick audio check. Can you lot hear me? Yeah? I'm assuming you lot can hear me, because why wouldn't you be able to hear me? Of course, this is In It For The Tech. Welcome back to another episode of In It For The Tech, where today it is with absolute pleasure to introduce you to the team behind 0x Nodes, the BIOS token. You lot know I've been bullish on BIOS. You lot have seen me tweeting about it. You've seen other people tweeting about it. Yeah? But why? Why? What's the motive? Like, why is Roadman Crypto on this BIOS thing? Why do I like it? Why am I excited about it? Why do I think it's going to be a killer in the space? Yeah? We're going to find out today. Because I can't answer that question, but these two guys can. Yeah? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to introduce the founder, the main Donny, the guy who's running this space. I'm going to introduce my boy Al. Al, would you like to introduce yourself, my friend?
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me on. Excited to be here. Excited to talk about 0x Nodes and what we're doing, mate.
Fantastic, fantastic. I'm seeing a little bit of, are you guys suffering from audio issues? Can you not hear us?
No, I got you. Can you hear me?
Okay, hold on. I think the background music might be a little loud. Let me turn it down a bit. Okay, can you guys hear us better now?
Yep.
Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. All right, calm. Okay. So, Al, it's a pleasure to have you on. We've got Swanson over here as well. My homie Swanson. Everybody knows who Swanson is. Everybody knows. You lot have seen Bobo the Bear. You lot have seen him. You lot know what Bobo's about. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Swanson, introduce yourself, my bro.
What's up, everyone? Daniel here, also known as Swanson on Twitter. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be talking to you about our new project. And I'm looking forward to see what happens over the next half an hour or so.
Boom. Sounds mad. Okay. So, the issue that people have had, NJ's people, is they don't know what BIOS is. BIOS is moving mad. 0x Nodes, mad. Financial freedom and thing, in it for the tech. But people don't understand what you guys do. What are you guys trying to achieve? So Al, let me address this quickly to you, yeah? Give me a brief description of what 0x Nodes is.
So 0x Nodes is the most simplistic terms. We want to make it easier for people to get into DeFi, use DeFi, and we see the multi-chain ecosystem really prospering over the next year, 2 years. And so we have a vibrant infrastructure in place to move assets, trade assets, and integrate with remote and local yield aggregation. And that's what we aim to solve. Like, how do we allow the users of our platform to make the most money and have the most opportunity and have the easiest time moving and integrating with assets both locally and remotely.
Seeing.
Pretty simple.
So what you're saying is like 0x Nodes is the man in the middle kind of thing. So you've got two, like let's say you've got two different chains, yeah? And then you lot would be like the liquidity pool in the middle. You lot know what liquidity pools are. Everyone knows. Everyone up in this DeFi space, everyone knows what liquidity pools are. You get me? So that's what you're saying, yeah? You lot are saying that you guys are the liquidity pool in the middle. Is that something, am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, I like to call it a transport layer protocol. Other people call it a middleware. Like, you know, like really like enabling the user to move the assets, and then we're just providing that highway for the user to be able to move the assets between point A and point B. Pretty simple. Like, we sort of do, we got some tech coming out with some liquidity aggregation and like how to move liquidity around, but like the real truth of the matter is on the back end, we're taking it another step further and really adding something to what is liquidity aggregation on the market right now.
100. I'm loving that. Dan, do you wanna, obviously Swanson, like, you wanna add anything to that?
Not in particularly, but I think our overall goal in this space is there's a lot of issues, and what we're trying to do is create a simple platform, even though complex, very complex at the back end, and we're trying to connect multiple chains across the board and do it all from one singular platform. Okay, so you won't need to go anywhere else. So that's the overall goal of 0x Nodes. There'll be a one-stop shop for yield aggregation, synthetics, and also a few other things that are coming down the line as well.
Hey, so hang on a second. You're trying to tell me, you're trying to tell me right now that there's multiple chains, and you're trying to tell me that 0x Nodes is a one-stop shop. Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, that's the goal, yeah.
Rah.
Like you
Now,
go
do you know
in,
what?
you open it.
You know what, yeah? It's funny because I've seen a couple people try and do this. They flopped. And obviously, I know the people behind 0x, yeah? So this one's going to succeed. Yeah, this one's different. We move on anyway, we move. Obviously, you lot have seen my previous videos where we've discussed how to vet a team, like how to vet a project, how to vet a team, which brings me on to my next question, really. You know, tell me a bit about the 0x Nodes team. Give me some background, because obviously us lot here, NJ's community, we're investigators. We know this is going to get sent, but we want you to tell us why. We want you to help us do some homework, to help us understand who the main Donnies behind 0x Nodes are. Why should we be buying BIOS? Who are the team? Who are the people that are sending BIOS our way?
Yeah, I mean, simply put, you got me and Swanson at the top, DeFi veterans. We've run projects before, advised other projects before, and integrated other projects before. Then we got an all-star team of strategic partners and investors. I mean, we vetted people nonstop to make sure that these investors coming in bring massive value. We've got industry, just absolute titans on our advisory board. And now we're building an executive team and a leadership council just out of just absolute legends, pulling them from traditional finance, traditional technology, media. And I mean, it's just an absolute powerhouse on the back end. And then we got a rock star development team consisting of 2.5 Solidity devs right now, cranking on the mainnet MVP that's going to drop. Not going to tell you when it's going to drop, but it's definitely going to drop sooner rather than later. And then, I mean, we just got so much stuff going on the back end, and people are nonstop bugging me in Discord and Telegram and sending me DMs like, when are we doing this? When are we doing that? And like, all I can say is it's going to come, and it's coming in hot. Like, it's going to drop.
Yes.
It's going to
land.
Hey,
the energy. Nah, these lot got energy, you know. Don't, hey. You know, NJ loves it when people have energy, you get me? Like, and the BIOS team are bringing that energy. You get me? Hey, smash up the likes. What is this? Like, smash up the likes. You know, get involved. Like, we're here discussing one of the most serious projects in 2021. Man seeing 1 or 2 likes. Like, nah, none of that, none of that. Smash up the likes now with haste. Yeah? All right, cool. Do you know what? I'm just looking at the comments real quick here, and it looks like one of the followers here have said they don't quite understand what you mean by sort of middleware, like the middleman, being the middleman. Can you sort of dig in a little bit just into what middleware for cross-chain yield aggregation is, just for like the stupid man's over here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you tell me, innit?
Yeah, middleware means basically that our protocol isn't directly tied to the price impact of a single or a multitude of assets. Like, you have protocols that launch, and then their main token is tied to the price action on BTC or Ethereum, right? So whether or not BTC or Ethereum goes up or down, it's going to impact the local price action of their native token. Our protocol sits in the middle, right? And so we collect yield and we build yield aggregates based on the volatility, not on the price action tied to a single asset. Okay. So you're going to see spikes up, spikes down. We still make money either way, up market, down market, sideways market.
Hey, you lot heard it from man like Al himself, you know. Don't come complaining to NJ later. We make money regardless, whether market goes up, down, sad, happy, clown, frown. We make peas. We make peace. You've come to the right place. You know what I'm saying? Financial freedom and thing. You get me? Like, we're way past Bitcoin. Way past that. You get me? This is 2021. Yeah? But, all right, you know what? We'll move on. We've understood a little bit about who the team at 0x Nodes are, a brief description as to what these lot are trying to achieve, what makes them different, you know. Let's talk a little bit more about cross-chain yield aggregation, because I think people want to understand that more. So, you know, you've told me a little bit about how it works and how the middleware works, but, you know, could you give me an example? Like for instance, yeah, let me give you an example, right? Bearman's over here just buying tokens like, yeah, you know, I invested in this, like I invested in this. Yeah. Shh. But give me an example as to why someone should hold BIOS. So, you know, give me an example of the cross-chain yield aggregation and how it applies to the normal retail investor. Like, if I'm holding BIOS, how does it work for me?
Right. So let's talk about like the way that the market works right now. So like you have assets, you get into DeFi, you get into crypto, you drop some ETH on mainnet, and you're like, boom, I want to like ape or be a degenerate, right?
Boom.
So, but then all of a sudden, like your gas transactions cut half your profit. You move some assets over to FTM. You get hit by another 30% tax on top of the gas. So like that 10 grand is all of a sudden 2,500 grand, 2,500 by the time you hit FTM, right?
Gas is
so
a
like
scam,
that doesn't
bro.
really sound like that doesn't even sound like an attractive proposition. So through our interface, you can drop your assets on FTM, Matic, BSC, or mainnet. And then you open up the interface and then it's like, boom, I want to have 10 grand on FTM. We credit and debit your system and your account normally. And then boom, you can build a yield aggregation strategy on FTM that feeds the protocol fees throughout the entire network that we have deployed. Like that's too easy, right? You don't have to mess around with the RPC networks and dropping assets and liquidity on bridges and all this. And you're losing slippage left and right.
Easy, cuz.
Hey, we just want to make this a seamless, easy experience for everybody.
Hey, bruv, I'm hearing you, bruv. The community's hearing you. I'm seeing some nice comments out here. Hey, drop some positive comments. Don't make me go mad. Just drop some positive comments. Let Al know that he's the genius behind the thing. He's making it cheap for you. He's making you money. He's making it happen. He's bringing all the places into one. You get me? Why would you go to KFC, McDonald's, and Burger King when you could just go to one place? Boom, food court, yeah? Hey, what's that?
Food court of DeFi.
What's that? We're the food court of DeFi, you get me? We're not no waste man over here, like, we're the food court of DeFi. You get me? Yeah? Hey, but you know what, yeah? Like, let me address something real quick, because like I said, NJ's community, we're not pagans. We investigate, we dig deep. We don't like to invest in stuff just randomly. We really dig down to the deep part of the dirt. So you know what? One of the issues that I've got, yeah, personally, and I know many of my community members tell me the same thing as well. Tokenomics, yeah? How does the tokenomics for BIOS work? Like, we want to know that we're being protected. So we don't want to be hearing that you've got 100 billion supply and this is not an XRP scenario. Like we can't handle that. The community's done with that. We've had many strokes in the past. Like, we're done with this XRP thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's go over the tokenomics of BIOS and you know, what are some of the use cases for the token? You know, how would I obtain BIOS? Let's say I wanted to buy it. Like, let's say you drop the heat now with the tokenomics and I want to buy it. You know, drop me some alpha.
So plain and simply, instead of like you see a lot of the DeFi projects coming out right now with 250 million or a billion or 2.5 billion tokens, we scrapped all that and said, hey, like, what's the least supply that we can get away with in order to make this attractive to the market? Skim that down to 10 million. We have
did you just 10 million total supply?
10 million total supply.
Blood. You heard it from Owl himself. 10 million total supply. This ain't no Doge XRP thing. This is serious. Us man out here. Right. Serious. Please continue, Owl. Please continue. Obviously, I just got excited. Like.
So when we were designing the tokenomics for the BIOS token, we took what we felt like was a good blueprint and what other people are doing right now when they launch tokens. We took it around to our investors and advisors and some of the guys who were early in helping us formulate this idea. And everybody said, you know, why don't we just remove the cliff? Like, what happens when these tokens launch on market, on ETH, on mainnet? You know, they put these like really long, big vesting schedules in there to lock in their investors and basically pigeonhole their investors into not dumping on market. And what that does is that actually isolates future investors, so the people that didn't get into the private sale or the strategic round. Those people will wait for the unlocks and then pick up the unlocks over the course of 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 years. We said, let's not do that. Let's get the sideline money that didn't make it into the strategic and the private round in as fast as possible. And for the investors that don't have diamond hands or strong hands, let them out. Like, I mean, this isn't, we believe in freedom. We believe in the freedom of movement of assets. We're not going to get you to sign a contract, and no platform we launch is going to have some kind of lockup mechanism, 30 days, 60 days. We're not producing Ethereum or Matic or FTM bonds here. This is about free of will. You want to use our system. We don't have the time to negotiate with you. Get in if you want to get in. We're going to keep moving. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep dropping the highs.
Bruv, you heard that. You heard it from Owl himself. We don't care if you want to jump in. If you don't want to jump in, we're moving fast. We're moving mad. We don't care. We're moving. Like Owl said earlier, innit? Make money up, make money down, make money whether you're here or not. Like, we don't care. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Dan, Swanson, why don't you tell me a bit about the tokenomics and how you feel about the supply itself? Because obviously Owls told me that we have 10 million total supply, and that's bullish. Like, we like low supplies. When it's low supply, there's the scarcity, there's the rarity, there's the feeling that you own a token which not many other people own. So, I mean, you know, what can you tell me a bit more about the tokenomics? How do you feel as a retail investor? Why do you feel like these tokenomics are perfect for 0x nodes, BIOS going forward?
Right, so basically, everyone loves low supply counts on tokens. That's a given. But a lot of the times, there's really no essential function for that. Okay, so if you're thinking long term for the BIOS platform, the BIOS token will be used to basically unlock as much functionality of our site or our platform as possible, right? Based on the supply as well. So like, a lot of people are just going to be hodlers in this, and they're going to wait for a certain time, or they're going to hodl their tokens until they have a certain amount of assets they want to combine with to get onto the platform as well. So if we can build a marketplace with that sort of supply and with the products that we're hoping to launch in the future, BIOS will technically become invaluable, especially if you want to operate on multiple chains as well. So in the long term, it's actually just that supply is actually fantastic. Okay. And the short term, just like Elle said, we want people to be able to get in and be involved very early in this. That's why our unlock schedules are quite thin. They're quite short. But there's also other factors and considerations to take in that as well. Like, the market isn't going to be around for like another couple of months anyway. Like, everyone knows that there's something going to happen in the next while. So we want everyone to be involved in this, and we also want to be as responsible as possible as well moving forward.
So that is a perfect look. Listen, big man thing. Yeah, you lot know NJ. NJ keeps it real 100% of the time. I never chat shit, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And what I love about this team here is that they don't chat shit either. You heard what Swanson just said. Look, markets go up and down. We know that there are bullish seasons. We know that there are bearish seasons. We know that the market's not just going to keep going up forever. And you're a fool if you think it will. You know what I mean? If you think that the market's going to stay bullish forever, then you need to watch some of my other videos. You're not in the right place. 100, like, you're not in the right place. But 0x nodes have told you themselves that they're here to make sure that you're winning during the bullish season and you're winning during the bearish season. I don't understand, like, what, you know what I'm saying? This is legendary tech, and you know, obviously this is called in it for the tech. Like, you can't get better than this. You know what I'm saying? So I tell you what, then we've done some investigation. Like, we've been digging into 0x nodes. Yeah. Now, if you watch my previous videos, Yeah, because you should be liking this video and subscribing. You should have seen my previous content already. You know that we know how to dig into teams. We know how to dig into projects. We know how to dig into tokenomics. We know how to dig into the next thing as well, which is roadmaps. Roadmaps. So 0x nodes, you guys have a roadmap, right?
Of course, yeah.
Of course they have a roadmap. These men are serious mans. They're as serious as NJ. NJ might not even be as serious. I'm joking. Everyone knows NJ's about it. You know what I'm saying? So tell us a bit about your roadmap, how it's gone so far, and is it on track? Do you guys have anything big coming up? Maybe like a little cheeky little thing for the viewers? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
So yeah. We got some for you. So first of all, like, our roadmap is on point. We're nailing every single thing that we got on that roadmap so far, and we don't plan on missing any deadlines anytime soon.
Yes.
We're moving at we're just moving at light speed here, man. We're like recruiting people. We don't have time to mess around. So I mean, like I said before, like, people get on or get out. But we do got some knowledge. We're about to drop the schematics for what the platform is going to look like. That's coming out later today. Everybody's hitting me up about this airdrop. Like, yeah, the airdrop is on. People know what to do. There's going to be a little distribution, just a little taste for our old community, bringing people in. And yeah, I guess that's the alpha leak right there.
Oh, shizzle, my nizzle. Hey, you lot heard it. So we got an airdrop coming. Interesting. Obviously, I can't keep pressuring the team to drop too much alpha because we want to save some surprises. But you know what? We've done the digging. NJ's community, you lot know how to investigate now. You lot know all about this fundamental analysis. You lot know how to dig. Yeah? So now we know about who BIOS are. We know who 0x nodes are. We know what BIOS does. You can rewind the video and check it because it's going to be uploaded later, because I'm serious like that. You get me? So you guys can make your own decisions and opinions in terms of whether or not you lot want to invest. Yeah? Me personally, obviously, like, boom, it's a given. You know what I'm saying? It's a given, like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm not going to tell you when I'm investing. Obviously, you told me when the token unlocks happen, might have to slide a little rack there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get me? Like, might have to slide a little one. But, you know, if people DM me saying, you know, Nas, like, I want to buy BIOS, like, what could I tell them? Where can I tell them to buy BIOS?
We're launching on Sushi Swap on Monday UTC time, which is Tuesday my time. Oh, hey!
Oh shit! Hey, a madness just happened on live. You're witnessing it here. You're witnessing it right here. A madness just happened.
My pink unicorn just came walking through the door. Sorry about that.
Owl has see, who even has unicorns? No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much Bitcoin you got, you're not buying a unicorn unless you're Owl. You know what I'm saying? But boom, obviously, yeah.
We're launching on Sushi on Tuesday. We got a IDO. It was a record-breaking whitelisting process on the Samurai platform, and yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. We're going live, and then we got some things I can't talk about right now coming up after the launch on Sushi. I can't talk about that yet, but yeah, we got a lot of surprises in store.
But you lot know already. Like, you dropped it here. Like, IDO next week, couple days time, secure the bag. Get on that waiting list. You get me? If you're not familiar with Sushi Swap, it's the same as all the other swaps. Like, it's a swap thing, innit? Just connect the wallet, boom, you're good to go. Like, I don't understand what's complicated. Like, I'm gonna be there on Tuesday. I hope you lot are. And obviously, I don't know. Would you like to take any questions from the audience? Maybe, I don't know, a question or two. I could pick one out. Or I think from what I'm seeing at the moment, it looks like everyone's talking about airdrop, so I might not be able to I might not be able to. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's looking like right here. Just everyone's just chatting about airdrop, but minor, you know. So Sushi Swap. Hey, I think we lost Swanson there real quick. Where's Swanson gone? I think Swanson's back. He's joining. I don't know what happened there, but minor. So obviously, there we go. He's just connecting to audio real quick. You gotta love these live streams, innit? You can't mess with these live streams. Like, you see all the thing. Alright, cool.
I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good. So do you know what? Let me address Swanson real quick. So I've got a bunch of questions here in the chat saying, you know, people are talking about Ziot, which I'm not gonna bring up here in the chat here. But you know, people are asking, you know, like what about CoinGecko? What about marketing? You know, marketing is a fantastic question, and I think it's a great way to end off this AMA. Talk to me about marketing. How are you guys planning to promote yourselves? Because one of the things that happens is, yeah, in crypto, and you guys are well aware, you know, especially NJ's community, you lot know, we invest in something and boom, everyone goes quiet, like there's like Silent Hill or something. You know what I'm saying? Some zombie thing. Like, we want to know that we're being taken care of. That NJ's community, we invested in 0x nodes, we love 0x nodes, and we don't even need to hound 0x nodes. We know that there's marketing coming. So can you give us a bit of information in terms of, you know, just the general promotion of 0x nodes going forward into the rest of this bull market?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the alpha drop right there is we're bringing on a CMO this week. We're signing that deal, so we're going to have somebody specifically in charge of marketing. We've got a 5% marketing budget of our total supply, and I don't know what to say other than, we aren't going to go silent. Like, we just got too big of mouths to go silent. We're going to be shouting about
the energy is there. The energy is there. Everyone can feel the energy. We got lion energy over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We're not going to like launch a token and then just hide under a rock. Dude, we're building, we're moving, we're making things happen. So yeah, 100%. You're going to hear about us. You're going to see about us. We got the hottest art on the Twitter right now. So there's no reason to put our foot on the brake or take our foot off the gas right now. Like, we're just going to add fuel to the fire.
So boom, you heard it from Owl himself. NJ's verdict. This is going to get sent. I've been saying it for months on end now. This is going to get sent. These guys are different. These guys are doing something different. These guys are doing something that hasn't actually been achieved yet. You know, you lot hear the term blue chip. You know, whenever you're talking about investments with every expert in the crypto sphere, everyone talking about blue chip. Yeah? This is a blue chip project. You heard it from NJ right here. This is a blue chip project. And the reason for that is because they've come to take over the space. No one can do what these guys are currently trying to do. You get me? Now, I want to thank you guys for joining the AMA. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the viewers before we sort of wrap this up?
Minute for the tech, baby.
In it for the blood clot tech. You get me? You get me? In it for the tech. I want you all to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Thank you for joining on this Friday evening in the UK. I love all of you, and I will